In this video, I'm going to tell you a real story from modern British history that sounds almost unbelievable. When you listen, you'll also be testing your English because the story is told using C1 level vocabulary, giving you a chance to practice your listening and see how much advanced English you understand. Today, we're going to explore one of the most shocking episodes in recent British history, the Post Office scandal. It's a story of injustice, and it had a profound impact on public trust in the UK. Stick around until the end of the video, where I'll take you through all the C1 vocabulary words used in the story. Let's dive straight in. Imagine running a small business in your town, managing money, serving hundreds of customers every day, and being responsible for every transaction. In Britain, these people are called postmasters or postmistresses. They run local post office branches, ensuring that all inventory is correct, money is handled properly, and revenue is recorded accurately. For most, it's an honest, everyday job. But what if all that suddenly turned against you? In the late 1990s, the Post Office introduced a new software system called Horizon, designed to track every financial movement across thousands of branches. At first, it seemed revolutionary. Automation promised efficiency, and management hailed it as a modern triumph. But beneath the surface, something was wrong. Soon, some postmasters noticed strange discrepancies in their accounts. Money appeared missing, yet they had done nothing wrong. Transactions were recorded incorrectly, and the digital records could not explain why. Many reported malfunctions, but their concerns were ignored by the Post Office's administration. Instead of inspection and support, they faced accusations. The corporation demanded accountability for deficits they could not control. Then came the shock. Hundreds of postmasters and postmistresses were prosecuted for fraud. People who had faithfully served their communities suddenly found themselves facing convictions, threatened with bankruptcy, and enduring unimaginable distress. Some had their pensions jeopardized, while others faced personal liabilities they could never repay. Some were believed and supported by their neighbours, but many others were shunned and treated as criminals by the very communities they had served. For many, the trauma of being falsely accused left a permanent mark. Courtrooms became battlegrounds. Testimony from postmasters was dismissed. Evidence relied almost entirely on the Horizon systems without independent verification. Judges saw allegations as fact. Families were destroyed and lives were uprooted. How could a person be guilty of wrongdoing when they had followed every rule to the letter? But then, one brave postmaster, Mr. Bates, decided to act. He reached out to others, sharing his experience, and discovered that many postmasters had faced the same false accusations and unexplained deficits. Inspired by his courage, they began meeting in secret, comparing notes, gathering evidence, and realizing they were not alone. These gatherings became the first steps in a quiet but determined fight for justice. Inquiries were eventually launched, and the truth began to emerge. Horizon was deeply flawed. Many convictions were overturned, and postmasters were finally exonerated. Some received compensation and settlements for the years of distress and financial hardship they had suffered. The scandal revealed catastrophic failures in compliance, accountability, and the ethical administration of a national institution. But it also showed the power of courage, solidarity, and persistence in the face of systemic wrongdoing. The British Post Office scandal is a story of ordinary people caught in the machinery of technology and bureaucracy. It shows how negligence, poor oversight, and blind faith in systems can ruin lives. Yet, it is also a story of resilience, of individuals who fought to reclaim their integrity, restore their reputations, and demand justice from a powerful corporation. So, how did you do? That story was packed with C1 words. Let's go through them to make sure you understood exactly what they mean. Transaction. An exchange or business action such as paying money, selling goods, or transferring funds. Inventory. A detailed list of goods, products, or items that a business has in stock. Revenue. The money a business or organization earns from its activities. Revolutionary. Completely new and causing major change, especially compared to what existed before. Efficiency. The ability to do something well without wasting time, money, or energy. Hail. To praise something publicly or enthusiastically. Triumph. A great success or victory after difficulty or error. Inspection. A careful examination to check that something is correct, safe, or working properly. Accusations. Statements claiming that someone has done something wrong. Corporation. A large business or company that is legally recognized as a single entity. Conviction. A legal decision stating that someone is guilty of a crime. Accountability. Being responsible for one's actions and having to explain or justify them. Deficit. A situation in which there is less money than expected or required. Prosecute. To officially charge someone with a crime and take them to court. Bankruptcy. The legal condition of being unable to pay debts. Endure. To experience something difficult or painful over a long period of time. Distress. Extreme worry, sadness, or suffering. Pensions. Regular payments given to people after they retire from work. Trauma. Severe emotional or psychological harm caused by a deeply upsetting event. Accused. Said to have done something wrong or illegal. Testimony. A statement given in court, usually under oath, as evidence. Allegations. Claims that someone has done something wrong which have not yet been proven. Inquiry. An official investigation into an event, situation, or problem. Flawed. Having a fault or mistake that makes something unreliable or imperfect. compensation, money paid to someone to make up for loss, damage, or suffering. Settlements, agreements that end a legal dispute, often involving payment. Compliance, acting according to rules, laws, or official requirements. Solidarity, unity and support among people who share the same situation or goal. Persistence, continuing to do something despite difficulties or opposition. Integrity, honesty and strong moral principles. Exonerate, to officially declare that someone is not guilty of wrongdoing. I hope you enjoyed that story. The post office scandal was huge news in the UK, affecting hundreds of people. But it was a great reminder that even ordinary people like brave Mr. Bates can make a difference when they stand up and speak out. I know the video included a lot of advanced words, so I've created a free PDF with all the words I've just listed, plus additional ones from the story. You can download it using the link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I hope you've learned not just advanced vocabulary, but also a fascinating piece of modern British history. See you next time!